Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big inside this cases once. Do me dirty, I'ma find you, lay your out on the floor. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be known.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now McCarron. Going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap from McCarron. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Detroit! Gone!
And McCarron will try again on 2nd. And Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now here's McCarron on third. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, black 22. Black 22. Two jet.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, it's McCarron. Going deep for Benjamin. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They fake the give. Now McCarron. It's caught. Jones. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And McCarron now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Touchdown!
Hauschka now for the extra point. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, able to avoid him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Black 22! Black 22! Richmond! Tiger! Come back!
Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And fighting down inside the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a solid run down inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Blue 80. Blue 80. Come back, come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Clark. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Down. Black 22. Black 22. Richmond.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now it's Ellington to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll run it now out of the guns. Still going. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80! Tiger! Tiger! Tiger!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Blue 80! Blue 80! Come back! Come back!
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
it certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. With their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First throw now for the backup Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
To throw is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 41 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Dancing to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll go play action with McCarron. This complete to the tight end Clay. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
McCarron now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now it's McCarron on play action. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. So that one will be accepted. Back now in Houston. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Aaron Colvin there to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Dancing away at the 35. Still fighting for more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball. Now,
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Richmond.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the ball is knocked out, and the Bills have recovered. So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll air this one toward Coleman. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the 2nd half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
To throw, McCarron. Flush to his right. Throwing deep here for Coleman. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now McCarron. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Ellington. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Richmond.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. It's hauled in by Ellington. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now it's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guy.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's caught. Jones. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Here we go now.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 37, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll run it here. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They come out here in the eye. To throw is McCarron. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Got some room at the 30. Look at the dance and the juke. And all the way up to the 46. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On first down, it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Bills, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Houston, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.